All right, everyone, we are here with the final war of the season. Bans for this war, we've got Apocalypse, Kitty Pryde, and Ghost. So S99 on the table. All right, so first things first, Boss Island, we got a Cersei boss. You can use Tiger, you can use Symbiote Supreme. You can also now use S99 since he's on band. Mangog there, S99 Magic, and Mr. Negative. Omega Sentinel there would just strictly use Nebula, but if you need to, you can use anyone with an unblockable like Hulkling, well, Herc is banned, so ignore Herc. Doom there, S99 is an option, but you can also use Magneto with a heal block synergy and maxing Pacify. Terrax there, I would just strictly use Sunspot, or maybe even Immortal Abomination, but avoid knocking him down, or just stick to Special 3. Long shot there, S99, you can Quake it. Infinity War Iron Man, you could go ahead and use Magneto. You could probably get away with a Kingpin team, just get kind of interesting near the end. And then Hulkling, Hood, you've got Claire, you've got plenty of options for Hulkling there. Looking at section 2, on the way out for 1 through 3, you got Nimrod. I would just go strictly Nebula. Path 1, nothing special. Path 2, nothing special. And Path 3, nothing problematic. The node going into 1 through 3 is a Hyperion. Symbiote Supreme, S99, and Hulkling are all options. All right, so 4 through 6 on the way in. Mephisto, I think Anti-Venom can work. I just haven't seen it done before. Could get interesting. But for now, Quake, since she is available. Path 4, nothing new. Path 5, nothing new. And Path 6, nothing new. And then Killmonger on the way out. You can use Cosmic Ghost Rider. You can use Doom. You could use Omega Red. Going 7 through 9 on the way in, we've got Void. You have Shang-Chi. You have Elsa. You also have Kingpin if you'd like to use that synergy team. Path 1, nothing special. Path 7, nothing new. Path 8, you can take it after the global if it works. If not, Anti-Venom with Odin's. You also have Cosmic Ghost Rider with Odin's for King Groot, but a different counter for Magneto. So you could probably just Quake Magneto. And then Path 9, nothing really stands out there. Warlock, you can use a Cosmic Ghost Rider. You could use a Hulkling. You could use a Nebula and just kind of shut everything down. All right, looking at the middle minis, you got Mordo, Archangel, Quicksilver, Anti-Venom, Penny. You've seen me use Mr. Negative, but S99's not banned, so he's an option as well now. Section 1, on the way out from 1 through 3, iHulk, you got Warlock as an option. Falcon can probably work as well. I just know that that's been kind of causing bugs with the Conduit, where they continue to heal afterwards. Path 1, nothing really stands out. Path 2 and Path 3, again, nothing really stands out. 4 through 5, we got Rintrot. It would be easy pretty much for any Science Champ that would benefit from a White Magneto pre-fight, since you can still stun them when they're debuff immune because it is a passive stun. So we used the Scorpion. So Scorpion's an option. But like I said, pretty much any champ, honestly, that can knock them down pretty easily or benefit from the White Magneto pre-fight is going to do well there. And then Path 4 there, nothing problematic. Path 5, nothing special. Just don't parry Mr. Negative and bring a kitty counter and you're good. Path 6, nothing special. Paths 7 through 9, Fury on the way out. Could Quake it. Could use a Kingpin team. Could probably even get away with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Path 7, again, nothing crazy. Path 8, nothing crazy. And Path 9, nothing we haven't seen before. So that's the end of the defense, or taking a look at defense. We're going to move on to attack. All right, so for the final war of the season, we have Matrix. Winning this would put us in the top 10. So that's pretty nice considering the season we've had. Today I'm taking in Warlock, Shang-Chi, and I'm actually having to Quake. So pretty short war for me. Also add in the fact that S99 is not banned, so a lot of my Mr. Negative fights are being covered with S99. I have Path 2 in Section 1 and Path 4 in Section 2, and no mini bosses, just a shared fight on the way. So this first fight is Quake. It is Dragonman on the first node of Path 2. I'm going to start the video off slow just so I can illustrate how you would turn off his power gain, and then once you've got it off, it's just straight Quake and Shake. It's a lot easier to shut off his power gain when you can stun him. When he's on a stun immune node, you have to flirt with the idea of giving him special 1, blocking special 1, and then going into your Quake and Shake, and then timing the concussion with when the power gain comes back so that it's stopped. So for here, all we have to do is parry and then start our Quake and Shake. And the long stun, long concussion, even if it doesn't line up with preventing the power gain, it will remove it. And there it goes, and now we're just going to go ahead and speed the fight up. So, only got 2 fights with Quake. Been a while since I've done this, but I use her in arenas, so I'm not 100% rusty. I did go into duels and just kind of Quake the fights that I had today so that I could make sure I had the animations down and at least remembered how to do this. But of course, went in and made it look like riding a bike. Although it is easy when the node is stunnable, even though that's when I actually make my mistakes, dropping a heavy. Apocalypse on the second node, using Warlock here. We tech boosted for this fight and a fight later. It's really the only fights that are helped by power back boosts, especially this one since it's strike counter and I want to be chaining special 2s. I need to get that power back at least to special 1 so that I can continuously throw the combo chain for strike counter and not trigger any or not many Furies this entire fight. So parry heavy, parry medium light, parry medium light, parry medium light, light into special 2. That didn't quite give us a special 1, so I could take some extra parried hits to help cover that gap, but instead I'm just going to do 1 extra light attack as I go into my next special 2. It gives him 1 Fury. It's nothing to worry about. And then we got more than a bar of power back. So here we don't actually have to struggle with the strike counter combo as much, but I'm still going to stick to it. Practice makes perfect, and when it's ingrained, it just becomes habit. And Apocalypse goes down right there. So easy Warlock fight. Move on to our last Quake fight. Really the only reason we brought Quake. This Mephisto here on Footloose. Not many options for him here, to be honest. You know, with Havok being bugged on the heal block situation and Kitty Pryde being banned, Quake and maybe Anti-Venom, just depends on how quickly he can get a bunch of Decelerate up, would be our options here. So we Quake and Shake. Nothing special to this. It's just strict Quake and Shake. It's not like we have to turn anything off with Dragonman. So video is sped up so that we don't have to waste time. I did drop a heavy during this fight. It's kind of the downside to quaking with a stunnable node. Stun immune I actually prefer more depending on who the matchup is. But going smooth. Triggered his regen. It's probably going to be 2 more aftershocks here. Oh, 3. Now 2 more. It's nice we were able to get the armor break on us, so we have a continuous heal as well. And down goes Mephisto, and that was the end of Quake's War. Thank goodness. Spam here now. You guys have seen me take this in the off season. I've never taken it in season. There is some risk here if spam decides not to throw special 1s, but that's why we have the invulnerability boost. So focus here is to keep the slow up and reset so that we can constantly have slow on, and we are not worried about unblockable until he goes unblockable. So he's not there yet. Trying to get this special out. He decided not to throw it, but we had enough room to hit into his block and heavy him. So he throws it there. We're good. Place the slow. He's unblockable now. Now we're going to get him to block, which he did. Stun through the block. Heavy to reset. Kind of substitute our parry strategy. Placing the slow there, but my controls decided not to finish the combo. So that was pretty nice. So I decided to stun through block since he's still slowed. throw on the cleanse right before throwing the special 2 so we don't end up with any poppers, and that special 2 knocks him out since we boosted properly. So thanks, controls. And then Havok here, last fight of the war, Warlock. You guys have seen me do this in the off season unboosted, utilizing the special 3 strategy. I'm still going to keep my combos and how I approach this fight the exact same. I'm just, since I'm tech boosted, going to be using special 2 chains when I can. If you guys haven't watched those videos, I like to hold block instead of trying to strictly parry, just because the non-contact hit causes the power drain on Havok and therefore causes degen, and drops his plasma buildup or his prowess, plasma charge. And I stick to 3 combos so I don't crit him too much, giving him too much plasma charges, and then giving me plasma buildup, and then dealing with an unblockable Havok. So I do 3, hold block immediately to bait out a heavy, retaliate the heavy, do another 3, and I pretty much repeat that until I get to special 2, where I will do a longer combo into the special 2, and then if he's not at special 2, when I come out of the special 2, I will immediately hold block, and you see, it went pretty smooth. So that was the end of my war and the last war of the season. Our battle group ended up beating out their battle group 5-2, which was great. But this ended up being a really close war that we won 7-6. So that put us top 10. And honestly, this season felt like a bunt. So I'm pretty happy with that result considering it was a chill season. But I hope you guys enjoyed the war video. Hit subscribe, hit like, and I will catch you guys at the war rewards.